Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a sample magazine cover in Google Slides. And the face of this man that you can see is a Time magazine cover. So we're going to kind of do our Mother's Day thing as that looks like a Time magazine cover. So the first thing you need to do is go into your drive and select a new document. And we're going to make this in Google Slides. So you all know how to do that, and you can pause this and recording until you get to Google Slides. Once you're in Google Slides, then you need to, this size is for a presentation. It's not for a page you're going to print out of the printer. So it's going to come out looking funny if we don't change the size. So you're going to go to File, all the way down to Page Setup, because you want to change the page. And you don't want widescreen or standard, you want custom. I'm going to make it custom. So we want ours to be taller than it is wide. So see how that says width? We want our width to be 8.5. That's 8.5 inches times our height, 11 inches. See, it totally changed it. So that will be the size of a regular sheet of paper. Next, I usually just delete these. You probably could use them, but I just click on them and then hit delete. Okay, the first thing I need to do is I need to find a picture. So I'm going to insert an image. So insert image and choose an image to upload. I need like pictures. So I'm going to my 1516 photos. Hopefully we'll have your pictures all set up for you. I need a picture of you and your mom. That's what we would put. But right now, I am not easily in my picture seeing a picture of you and your mom. So, you know what I do have right here is this picture of the wonderful Lady Levon. So we'll use that for now. So I uploaded it, and there it is. And I need it to be really big because magazine covers take up most of the frame. So we're gonna make Miss Levon really big. Now, I realize it's going off the page, and that's okay. But you need to recognize that where the edge of the page is up here, that's where it's gonna cut her off. So one thing we can do to make that easier to remember is we can double click and we'll get these little those black arrows, and I can crop it in. And that way, I don't have to worry about forgetting where my edge of my page is. And so if you do that, you just hit return, and there it is. So now she's as big as the page. The next thing I need to do is draw a rectangle around it. So because if we go back to our cover, you see that there's a red border all the way around. So I'm going to start at the top and drag down and make a rectangle that's as big as the page. Oh, she went away. Oh my goodness. That happened because we have a fill color. I've made a box, and in the box, they've made the fill color to be this gray color. Well, I want it to be transparent, which means we can see through it. I believe that was one of our vocabulary words this year. So now we can see it. Now we just have this box here with a little gray edge. But I want that edge to be, the line color, to be red. And that's still not really helping me. See how tiny it is? I need it to be huge. So we're going to click back on our box again. I made it red. I'm going to go to 24. I really would like to make it bigger than 24, but that's as much as Slides lets you do. So 24. Now the other thing is, see how it's rounded corners? Our cover didn't have rounded corners. They were very square. So, oops, wrong one. So we're going to click back on it. This is a little advanced. You can go to Format. You can come down to Lines. And you go to Line Decorations. And see how it says Round Join? That's showing you the corners. Miter Join. Oops. Miter Join, Bevel. So we want it to be miter. That means it'll look really square. See? Perfect. Okay. So next, I need to add the title. See how it says Time in big letters there? Well, lucky for us, Time magazine uses a really common font for their title. So it's easy to copy. So we're going to click on this T to get our text box. We're going to draw a big text box. You want to kind of center it at the top in the middle. Now I can already see we're going to have a problem because the picture we chose, we're going to cut off Lavon's face. But on the picture you choose, hopefully we'll be able to work with it and make it work better. So I'm going to type in time, all caps, because they made theirs all capital letters. So I held down the caps key while I did that. I'm going to highlight it. See how you just drag and highlight. And then I'm going to go down and find Times New Roman. That still doesn't look right. It's got to get bigger. So we're going to make it big. Ooh, still not big enough. Now, if you notice, see how it says 96 down here at the bottom? That's as big as it'll let me go. But if I click here in this box, I can make it even bigger. I'm going to try 180. Much better. Now, it's still off center, so I'm going to hit this More key. Come down here, and it'll let me change the alignment. I want it to be centered. Perfect. Now I need to change the color. So I'm going to check here where it says text color, and I'm going to make it red too. Okay? There we go. Now, if Miss Lavon's face was not covered up, we would be looking pretty good at this point, right? So we need at the very bottom, most magazines say something at the bottom. So here we're going to write something at the bottom. We're going to get our text box again, draw a text box. We are going to write mother. Let me see, did they make it all caps? Let's make sure they did. So let's do the same thing. I'm going to hit my caps lock and type in Mother of the Year. You can write Best Mother Ever. Usually magazine covers say something of the year, so that kind of makes sense. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to change this to a heavier font since I'm going to change it to Impact. And then maybe a little bigger. I have to play around with it. That's too big. Let's go to 60. Now I'm going to, again, I want to center it. I'm going to go to Align and center it in the middle. Okay. I think I'll leave it black. And then I'll lower it down. I'm going to hit Return. I want to make another line because I want to use those key adjectives that I used earlier to describe my mom that are going to be in my writing. I want to put them here. So I'm going to think of my words, my adjectives, and I'm going to put them here underneath in smaller type. I made it 48. So fearless. Maybe I don't want that all caps. That looks a little harsh. Fearless. Loyal. Brave. Okay. Now that looks a little big. I don't think I need those extra words to be that big. So we're going to make them a little, maybe a little small. Okay, so that's how you have the basics of it. We have to work on getting everybody's picture, and we also have to work on, I believe, making the pictures black and white. I think that everything will show up better if they're black and white, but this is the basics of how to make yours. And I hope this helps you out.